time again. I'm making another soup, and today it's going to be my absolute favourite soup, and actually everybody in this house favourite soup in this home, and it's chickpeas. That's right. And I've got 500 grams of dried chickpeas which I've left to soak overnight. It's not essential. If you want to cheat, you can put them into boiling water and leave them for a couple of hours, and that will also do the trick, but I don't think it's quite as good. Better to soak them overnight. And I have to say that it's a bit naughty of me because they've been soaking now for 2 nights. But don't panic, because it's not that hot here and they're still going to be absolutely fine. I wouldn't leave them any longer, and I shouldn't have left them that long, but I was feeling just so tired yesterday, so tired last night, that I was so busy I didn't have time to do them during the day, and then I was so tired in the night I just could not bring myself to do it. So anyway, so I'm doing it now because I've got some time, and they'll still be okay, don't worry. So I'm going to drain the water off, give them a rinse, put them in a saucepan and bring the water to the boil, and I'm going to be throwing that water away. Okay, that's very important. Otherwise, you're going to be very, very farty-warty. So that's why we throw the water away. Okay, darlings, just to say, if you should, after boiling the chickpeas once and throwing the water away and cooking it, still get really gassy and farty, then you might want to do this at least 2 or 3 times. So you'll put them in water, bring to the boil, throw the water away, and then do it all over again 2 or 3 times. This was recommended to me years ago when I was living in Greece, but I just find it too time consuming, and I don't mind a little bit of farty-warty, do I? No, I don't. And you can always open the window if it smells that bad. Come on. You know, just human nature. And well worth it for something as delicious as legumes. Yes. Okay, let's move on now. Now, while the chickpeas are getting ready to boil away, I'm just going to chop up the other things I'm going to be putting in. And basically, that is red onion, pepper and leek. Okay? Or you could use white onion, of course. So I should say white onion, leek and peppers. And basically, experiment. You know, experiment with what you like and experiment with what you've got in the fridge. I generally just make with what I have in the fridge, unless I really fancy something, and then I might buy it in. So these onions are quite small, so I'm going to put 2 red onions. Okay, I might put 1 or 2 leeks. I'm not sure what I feel like. I'll probably be putting 1 because that's quite big, that one. And I don't love green peppers. Just tell me why you can't buy a packet of red peppers. You know, we're all trying to save money here, aren't we? We're all trying to save money here. Why not? If you can, why not save money? And you get a packet which is much cheaper, but you can't get only red peppers. I only like red peppers, really. I mean, I don't mind green peppers, but I get stuck with green peppers because you can't get a packet of only red peppers. Please, supermarkets, sell packets of red peppers, please. That would just make my day. Anyway, moving on from that. I did only have red peppers in my fridge yesterday, and I was going to make the soup. Oh, I must be going colourblind. I did only have green peppers in the fridge yesterday, and I was just going to put those in the soup anyway because that's all I had. But as it happens, I had to pop into the supermarket on my way home last night to get toilet paper because I was completely out. So I had no choice because we can't use our hands. And so I picked up a red pepper because I much prefer red pepper in this soup. It's just nicer. I just like it more. But you might like green peppers more. Then you put green peppers. Or you might not like peppers at all. So don't put peppers at all. So I'm going to busily chop those up because those are going to fry while I'm chopping the carrots up. Okay, so I'll get on with that. Stop. Darlings, look what I've done. I cut up one of the green peppers because I was busy chatting to somebody. Don't we all do that? We all just get into sort of automatic doing stuff when we're chatting to people and funny things happen. Anyway, so I'm going to have one green pepper in my soup as well. Just thought I'd mention it if you wonder later on what the hell's going on there. Look at all that foamy farty. See, all of that. That would be bubbling away in your tummy and going farty-warty. So I've chopped up the red pepper. I'm going to get on with the leeks and the onions now. There we go, darlings. I've finished chopping and that's been lovely bubbling away for the last few minutes. So I'm going to pour the water away. So now we're going to pour a generous amount of olive oil to cover the bottom of the pan and throw everything in. So we've got the ring on medium and we're going to sizzle that away, stirring it occasionally for a few minutes. And while that's going, I'm going to chop up a couple of carrots. I'm only having 2 because they're really big, but if you've got small ones, you want to use more. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6. Depends how big they are. So there we go, carrots all chopped up, sliced in half. So there we go, carrots all chopped up. That's about the amount that I would like to have in my soup. But if you like carrots, love carrots, you can put more. If you don't like them, you don't have to put carrots. Or you can put less. It's up to you. Sliced in half and sliced into slices. So we've got lots of pieces. Now I'm going to chop up 1 garlic. So that'll be ready. So there's the garlic. 1 garlic chopped up. But if you want more, put more. You could put 2 or 3 or 4. Or you could put no garlic. I'm just saying, experiment and discover the balance of flavours that you like. Because it's really important to eat stuff that really feels balanced and right to you. And you can only learn that by experimenting. So do it. So I'm going to pick the garlic up and bung it in the saucepan. And just leave that for a minute or so. So I've added all of the carrots. And I'm going to put 2 tins of chopped up tomatoes, and a packet of passata. Now you do need passata or tomato puree, you know, the thick stuff that comes in the tubey thing. You know, one or the other really. I don't have the tubey stuff, so I'm putting the passata because I've got passata in the cupboard. So it's just always handy to have that stuff in the cupboard, and then you can make all sorts of stuff. So we're bunging that in, and then we're going to put chickpeas on top. That's it. And as you can see, in the tin, there is still tomato. So what I always do, rinse it out with water and pour it in the saucepan, and then you get every single bit. And the same goes for the passata. I'm going to put some water in there, rinse it out, and pour it in. So that's it. Everything's gone in. All we've got to do now is add some salt and pepper to taste, put the amount you like. I would just like to say, having experience going to restaurants and chefs who puts too much salt, put less salt. You can always add more salt afterwards, but if you've got too much in there, the food is really hard to eat. You know, there's nothing more unpleasant than going to a restaurant and getting a plate full of over salted food. Please, any chef who sees this, put less salt. People can add more salt if they want more salt. You can't take it away, and it ruins the meal completely. Anyway, and I'm going to add some herbs. And of course you have to put oregano with tomato sauce in there. So we've got oregano, and then after that we're going to add whatever we've got in terms of, do we have basil? Do we have parsley? And you can add both. You can add one or the other. Experiment, see which flavours you like. But those are my recommended herbs for this dish. Okay, so I've got a tiny bit of basil, so I'll put that. I'll put oregano, and I've also got some parsley, so I'm going to put that. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so there we have it. Oregano, basil, parsley, salt and pepper. I'm going to stir it up, put the lid on, and pressure cook for an hour. If you don't have a pressure cooker, you'll probably find that it takes a little bit longer, and you just want to cook it until the chickpeas feel tender and cooked, basically. And that's it. Fantastic soup. Lasts a couple of days. You can put some in the freezer if you've got extra, but we never do because we love it so much. We always scoff it all up. Fantastic, beautiful, tasty food. And look at those colours. Look how pretty it looks. That is just stunning. And if food is stunning and vibrant like that, it's got to be amazing for your body. It just has to be. And it is. There we go, darlings. Soupy's ready. The best soup in the world. That's what I say. There we go. Absolutely the best soup in the world. I'm going to do my usual thing, which is sprinkle some feta on top. And that is going to be superb. Amazing. Okay, so there we have it. And yes, I have put a whole ton load of feta because I really feel like it. And so that's what I did. And if you want to sprinkle some extra herbs on there, like a bit of basil or parsley, you can. If you want to put mozzarella or other cheese, you can. If you want nothing. Somebody else might put a bit of yogurt. I don't like yogurt with tomato sauces. I'm just going to go and stuff my face now because that is goddamn delicious food. The best in the world. Darlings, when something is that delicious, you simply have to have room for seconds. Just make sure that you have it somehow. Have a smaller first bowl. Don't have anything with it. Just make sure you've got room for seconds because those ones are really even more satisfying.